Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to FTB Skies. Today we're gonna get started. We're gonna pop these 7. Why did I say 5? 7. And yeah, so between episodes there has not been much that I did at all. I just did a little bit of work on the base itself, on the island I should say, and everything is turned off. The way I did it is I just flipped all these levers because it's just been running. Everything is full, almost everything. There's a couple of things, obviously, stuff like that is not full. This was full, but I took a bunch out to make a bunch of netherite that we're going to need today. And I did just work underneath. Oh, by the way, last time we set up this thing here, and this was pretty cool. I could show you, but just take my word for it. I put a couple of fishing rods in here, and then it pipes into this fishing net, right? And then I just used my temporal pouch on it, on the highest setting, and this just flooded this with stuff, okay? And this is everything I got. Only 13 ink sacs, lots of fish and lots of leather boots and stuff. But yeah, not a really good income for ink sacs, but I just wanted to show you that. Yeah, nothing else happened, nothing. I didn't do anything. I found one problem here, and that is I cannot take any of these apotheosis gems out. Okay, you guys see this? I put it here, and it just doesn't do it. I just cannot. It doesn't matter what I do. Shift clicking doesn't work, and every time I reopen it, these are all different. Like, check out where this one is. The brawler gem. Take it out, put it here, nothing happens. It's the 4th from the right, underneath the sword. Boom. Now it's over here. I don't know how to fix this, but I'm just going to leave it for now until I figure something out. And if you guys watched Grok's video, he pointed out to me on the server is that I can also add one underneath and one above, and that's what I did. And now I can have up to 3,200 stacks of different items in here, which is amazing, right? All right, now I'm wearing night vision, so it is nice and bright down here. That's why I put it on. It's on my ability bobble, right? And I'll show you guys this in a second, but like I said, I did something here earlier and I didn't put it back in. I'll do that in a second. But yeah, I separated this here and I just made the entrance a little cool looking, I think. And then you come in here and I did a little bit more decorating on all of this occultism stuff. I'm not sure if we're going to do anything here. I did some testing in single player to figure some stuff out, so we might, but we'll see. But I wanted to have this charging area that we set up last time for more things. So I set everything up that I have a lot of or that is automated down here. And the sticks here are not actually there, but you need to have something in a field in order. Let me show you here. Let me just take these out. You cannot lock this again if there's nothing in it. And so I just put the sticks in there. And that way I can lock it, right? And these are the things that I have here. And then I also added the tuff and this thing here, the block of amethyst that gives us calcite. Because it's a nice white block, so why not? So, and then I tied them all up here to the 6 pedestals that are pointing into this. And if I need my thing, right, I just shift right click it and I have it. I don't need it right now, so I'll leave it in there. And up here you guys see a little bit of a marking because these two are tied to either this one or the one on the bottom. I always tied up 2 to each side. Besides the last one, there are 3. These 3 are tied to that one. And it apparently is like when I turn this one on gravel, which is a terrible example because I might get flint. Let me turn it. Let's do these 2. These 2, same one, so they're on the same, right? If I turn this on, it's gonna send it over there. If I turn this one on, it never sends this one. Oh. Or only that one. Apparently the last one you turn on, I thought that was in the order you tied them up, but never any cobble. You guys see it goes up. 7, and then 8, but it never sends it there because it's not fast enough to send. I'm not sure. We would have to enchant them or whatever, but it doesn't matter. I just marked it, so if I need a lot of cobble and andesite at the same time, I know, hey, it's only going to do one at a time. And eventually I'm going to make silk touch pick for this one and a silk touch shovel for this one. Our shovel that we have up there I'm not going to use because that's for our sifting process, okay? And now this brings me to this first thing is, and then I'm probably gonna finish that at the end of the episode because that's gonna take a long time to do, and I can do all that off camera. I want to remove all of this here, everything today. I want to get rid of all of this and clean up, probably even move this because I feel like this is all takes up too much space right now, and it's becoming a mess over here. And I only had one set of water wheels, so I'm starting to run out of pneumatic force or whatever you want to call it, right? And I also want to remove these things and put them away. So what I did is underneath here, right here, I want to put all the create stuff. I think this is a good area and I want to spread it out and make it better. So I came out here and I prepared the water wheels. I tore down the old ones, and this is 4 times, so 48 of them, 4 times 12 water wheels here. Alright, this is what it looks like. I decided to finish this first because I had the time to play but not to record. It was too loud in the house, so I decided to just move everything and get it done and out of the way. I'm only using 3 sets of the water wheels. The last one is still available if we need something else. And this one here goes over to the, what is that thing called? The automatic assembler, the auto crafter, that big thing, the 5x5. This one here is charging the batteries. And it goes over and powers all of our sifting. And this one here goes over yonder, and that one powers all the manual crafters, the plate maker, the bender, and so on. I'll show you upstairs. Oh, this one also powers our smelting array now, the new one that we have. Okay, this one here, I decided to use the rotation speed controller because while this is nice to just speed it up to make it faster, right? I wanted to have more control over it so I can set the exact speed I wanted for my sifters to run at almost optimal. And that's 48. I don't want to do it faster. It's not needed. And it's also charging these batteries, and they've been full. And I did change out, as you guys can see here, I changed everything to the travel anchors instead of elevators because it's pretty far to go down, run across, and this is just nice and fast, right? And you don't need the staff. It's just that with the staff, I can go from anywhere. While if you don't have the staff on, you need to stand on one, and then you can right-click and go to this one, right? So let's go ahead and, oh yeah, I don't have the elevator anymore, so we're just gonna go right below us to the create area. So this is the, I'm gonna call it the manual station, right? I set everything up here with the, what's the thing called? The soul campfire that you need for some things. This one is just a regular campfire that I only use to cook food. Then we got our rolling mill, we got our mechanical press, we got our mechanical mixer with the blaze burner underneath it, and this thing is new, the deployer. I cannot stand the thing, but I needed it because I needed to make a second thing right here, a second rotation speed controller, and you need it in order to make one of the parts. There's some brass thingy that took me forever to make. And then here's all of the sifting. By the way, I'm running the permanent night vision. I mentioned that in the beginning, but I did set up a lot of lights, so if I take it off, you can still see quite nicely. So let me talk you through the sifting first. What's happening with my flight? There we go. So same thing, I set up gravel, sand, dust, right? Just put the hammer on top so you get it directly. Crushed nether rack, soul sand. This is sand again, but waterlogged. And then this is crushed end stone, and this is just dirt if I want it again. And you guys see everything is off because everything but the metals over here are still full. I did make a bunch of these simple compacting drawers, which I like a lot. They're also a little bit cheaper than the regular compacting drawers, not that that really matters. And they're all the same, right? And I made it so when you look at JEI for gravel, for example, we do usage on it, and then we go to sifting right there. It's set up exactly like this with the amethyst mesh. So the first 4 here, right? The fluorite, uranium, geode, and raw zinc, I set up the same way. So I have it exactly like it shows up in JEI, so I know what goes to what. The only thing is over here with the dirt, this one is willy-nilly, because you don't get the flint, and there's other things that you don't get from dirt, but from leaves. So this is kind of like my manual station, even though I can automate the dirt if I ever have any use for that. I just had the stuff, so why not set it back up, right? So it's just they're all off, like I said, but if we turn this, now this is a bad example. Let's go with you. Let's turn this one on because you guys see I'm actually doing something here. And it's almost, there's just a split second right there. I'm making it 1-to-1, which I like because now if I turn it off, it's done. It's just gonna do this last one and over, right? So I don't have another 64 going through or whatever. I'm a fan of this. And then from here, from this, all of that is underneath. Let me show you right there. These are all just getting pumped out. There is no speed upgrades on these because it does 4 items a second. And it's perfect timing. I don't need any speed upgrades to this. And they're all coming together and up right here. And I put it up one above the floor just so I know, hey, I could tie into here with something else. It's just there, right? And everything gets stored into here. All of these, it's perfect. I'm so happy about this setup now because it gives me control that I can just turn on and off stuff. Now, next, you guys see here, all of these are empty besides this one right here. We still have 235 raw tin working. This is our new big smelting setup that I wanted. It's 4 conveyor belts, and again, I was really lucky how this turned out. And we're gonna tie this in because I want this to be automated today, so I can let this run and I will get endless metals. I don't want to store these anymore, the raw pieces. I just want them to get smelted. But in order to really set this up, I needed to empty all of this. So if we check here, I have all, you guys see here, all these I've been making and currently working, I think, on the silver right there. Tin, sorry. Yeah, that one is going up. So, you guys see. And I took the entire thingy here, it's not there anymore, the armory cabinet, and I dumped everything into here. So if you check in here now towards the bottom, you're gonna see a lot of the items that we had, like all the abilities, the potions, everything, and I'm still only using 764 of 3200. I put everything I have, all these jetpacks, because the armory cabinet is just, it's just gonna give me trouble. I know it will eventually. Okay, the last metal is gone. That was the osmium right there. So now I got everything processed here. I'm not gonna auto smelt this yet, the raw iesnium, because I don't need much of it. It's just you need a little bit for occultism, but I'll never need more than probably 100 ingots maybe. So I'm not even gonna bother with this. But I want to automate this, so when I turn on the sifting, it will just automatically make me ingots. Now, in order to do that, let me go back here because I did a bad job explaining this, I think, so I cut it out. And let me just show you here real quick. The way this is set up is that, and I am not really sure why it is that way, but it just works out that way. If I hook up these pipes directly to the conveyors and I put something in here, and you see it pulls out 16 items every 10 ticks. So it will put 4 of each on the conveyor belt, and then it won't be able to smelt because the speed is set up. It can smelt 1 item at a time, and it's exactly enough. But if there's 4, this would have to be much longer, right? But once I put these hoppers in here, because apparently they only give up, even though they're freaky fast when you transport items through it, they only get 1 item on the belt at a time. So even though these hoppers are full with stuff, it only puts 4. The easiest way to show you this is just put a piece of sand in here, and you guys are gonna see it's gonna take 16 out instantly. And you see they're all sitting in here, nice and equal, but they only give up 1 item at a time. And that is what I want, so they can be full or anything and it will never slow me down, right? Or I should say the sand will never go into here, right? So that is why this works out nicely. And the only reason there is a gold one is here is so I was able to use this one here, round robin, right? And now we're gonna tie in this automation over here. And in here again, I'm gonna put a diamond one this time because I need the diamond in order to have access to the whitelist so I can add stuff. And this is something I learned earlier when I tested something. You can put it in here and submit and puts it there, but you can also just shift click and it will just add that to that list of my 9 items that I want to. You can't pull it apparently. Okay, I can only mouse wheel it. So now they're in here and I'm gonna leave these in there in case I ever need them, right? Because hopefully they will always be empty. And the reason I don't have it connected is so it doesn't automatically just start in case there was anything in here. right? So now we're gonna connect this, and nothing should be happening, right? There is no items here, okay, because it only allows these. So now when we turn on the sifting here, we should start seeing metals come over here. There we go. 3. There's 4 items. 2. And I think that this system here is fast enough to keep up with this entire sifting process. I'm just checking here if anything ever sits in these hoppers for a long time. No. That is so awesome. I'm really happy that this works because yeah, sometimes you get 4 items and I guess you have a chance of getting 5 or 6 maybe, but the odd of them all being metal, I don't think so, because you know you also get coal, diamond, emerald, the geodes, the fluorite, lapis. So yeah, I'm really happy about this setup. But for the time being, I have over 2,000 of every single ingot, and uranium 2048 as well. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit just so I can see if there is any buildup or anything, right? Okay, now let's go back. I keep going over here like I have an elevator. I still need to get used to that. Let me put this away. And that is, I made this right here. Not the large. I made the maximum compact machine. Recipe super easy. And we have endless netherite ingots and stuff from the scrap, right? So it was no problem making this. And that completed the quest and it gave me a large one. But the reason I have these, and I'm going to keep my remote right here, the personal shrinking device, going to go in here because I want to use these compact machines to do bees. Because my thinking is that I ever don't want bees anymore or something, I can just pick up the compact machine and I don't have the entities just flying in the world. Now, when I was talking to some peeps, they told me that there is also an upgrade that does something, and that is, let me just see here if I can find this. I forgot what it was called. Anti-range filter. This right here, the simulator. Bees will no longer physically exit a hive. So that is awesome, right? Because that way, is that expensive? Yeah. I mean, we have all the materials, so that is something. But I'm still not going to do anything with bees yet. That is maybe next episode, or maybe I will start setting up between episodes because we have a lot of bees here, but I've got to figure out first, what are they all for, right? Now that the crate stuff is moved and we automated our smelting, I want to continue a little bit with occultism. And the next thing is pretty much, you know, getting the red chalk going. And in order to do that, we need one of these Afrit essences. And it says here that you can, it's the last, I guess, ritual that doesn't require red chalk, but it's still very powerful. I know there's going to be a boss with blazes. I have not killed them yet, but I just summoned them in a creative world and then just did kill all. I just wanted to know what happens. Because I had a problem with the setup and the sacrifice cow. I didn't get it. So I just tested it. But anyway, so there's everything set up, and because there's going to be possible fire and destruction, I don't know what this boss is going to do. I put it away from the main island. I don't trust it. And so the bow that I have here is just 3 bows combined, and that I just had. So it's not very strong, but I have enough, hopefully, power, I mean, to get this done. And we're going to just put these 4 right there. And then it requires these items, very cheap to summon. That's not the problem at all. And then we put the book here, which is with purple dye this time. And you guys see we have gray particles. And so now this is where the cow comes in. And you just need to kill it nearby. Okay, give me that back. And then, there we go. Now it's purple. Now it's going. And I have plenty of time to go in here. I made a little bit. This is lower half slabs, and I just put water on it so it's there. And now, hopefully, I am safe. So I'm going to wait this out. I'm going to just be ready. Come on. Spawn. There we go. Look, like I said, lots of... Oh, wow, that bow actually did decent damage. Holy moly. Okay, but I want to finish him with the sword. Oh, turn the magnet on. Okay. And now I should be able to just get out there, take care of these blazes. Okay, this was way easier than what I expected. So, but it's okay. Better safe than sorry. I don't want to lose half my base. Did we? Oh, we got 2. Next, we need to get our hands on some of these echo shards. And I'm gonna show you guys the whole process. It took a while, a couple hours to get this done. And it starts with getting a digger bee. So I made the gravel nest, and I gave it some of this, what is it called, the honey treats, and then I used the temporal pouch to speed this up. And then shortly after, there's our bee. And in order to turn the bee into a skulk bee, I needed to get some skulk, 1 piece. And I found this way here, that where you put the skulk catalyst underneath the generator, and then that makes us a block of this skulk. I took this skulk and fed it to the digger bee in the compact machine, and there we go. We got our skulk bee. But now I needed to get a skulk sensor. And in order to get a skulk sensor, I talked to Grok, and he told me this is a vanilla mechanic, and you guys see me setting this up here with, again, the skulk catalyst, and just some random blocks that it can actually turn, but it made a giant mess of my island. So I instantly stopped that and set it off up again outside of the island. And you guys can see here how fast this spreads. And this right here did not work. And I'll show you guys here when these clips are over on how I fixed that, on how to actually get this stuff to spread. And now this was the part where I was AFK for a couple hours. I pumped all the drops directly into a trash can. But there you guys see, I finally got myself one of these skulk shriekers, sorry. And I noticed that a lot of these blocks here say that you can use them or pick them up with hose. That does not work. I just wanted to let you know. I picked up those other 3 sensors that kind of look like weird green cakes with fuzzy arms on top. That's what I see in them. And put them away in case I need them in the future. First off, I wanted to mention is that I pumped everything into an ender chest in the beginning, and then I switched it over to a void trash can because I was AFK for a while, surrounded just outside here in a little box, so nothing can get me because little endermen and so on walked out of here no problem. And the reason why I didn't want XP, that's why I'm using the item collector this time instead of this absorption hopper here, is because on the wiki it said that when these skulk catalysts, there are 3 here that I got from a Sky Village, by the way. I don't remember if in the dimension or in the nether. I don't remember, but you can get these in loot chests. That it says that they have a chance. Okay, number 1 is those cakes, the sensors have a 9% chance to spawn when it spreads, and the Shrieker a 1%. So that's why this took so long, right? But so they have a chance for the cost of 10 XP to spread something big. Not this stuff here, the skulk vein. That just spreads like a disease. It's crazy. So I didn't want to suck up all the XP. I'm like, hey, I'm over here. I didn't have any pileups, nothing. So they were all used up, all that XP. And they have a chance in a 9x9x3 area around them to spread this goo here, this skulk, and all the other stuff when a mob dies nearby. It does not need to be killed by players. You could also just make a drop tower. When a mob dies, it has a chance to spread, okay? Now, the step that I showed you guys with the pedestal to get the skulk here, I didn't need to do because I didn't know this mechanic. I've never played with any of the skulk stuff from vanilla Minecraft. This is all new to me. I really got to get caught up on all the vanilla mechanics, I think. But anyway, I could have just picked it up here to turn the bee. So you don't need to do this extra step if you want to. And as I was saying earlier, that this did not work initially, okay? You guys see down here is deep slate. And it was also here. And when it's closed, nothing happens, only inside. So then I opened this block, right? And it still didn't happen until this block here was a turnable block. Meaning you can use anything naturally generated. Grass, dirt, sand, moss, stone, all of that, right? This deep slate didn't because it's cobbled. That I have here. That's not a naturally spawning block, right? And that worked. And then, like I said, I just AFK'd here for a long time, and we finally got it. So now let's continue here, and I'm just going to use the back command to go back into my compact machine. I did that on purpose, so I don't need to wait. And this was running a couple hours here. Okay, calm down, my God. And this B here made us all of this stuff, right? And I'm only going to take out a stack right now so I can keep working, because I really just need one echo shard. That's all I need. And we are going to make... I could use the mixer I already have, but I really want to start using the machines from this B mod. Where is it? Right there, centrifuge. So we're going to make that and put this down. There's also a powered version, but right now we're just going to use this one. And it should work. That's it. I'm guessing the powered version is faster. Oh, wait a second. I might be able to use these here. I don't need this. I don't know if I ever need this B again, because I checked that there really is not much use for these echo shards. You know, the skull canister, this extractor, stone cutter, and that's it. And you can make a good boomerang apparently. And of course, this ritual, that's what we're working on, right? So we got the Aphid Essence, and I have all the other stuff on me now, including the Echo Shard. And I cannot... Can I put this back in here? No. Alright, so I got a few extra. And how much do you hold here, honey? Wow, is this... I don't see anything here yet, so I wonder how long this will go. But anyways, so now we got this and the rest of the stuff. Now let's go ahead and do our ritual to get the thing that I actually want this whole time. And let's go down here. I did turn off the sifting, by the way, because we now have, you know, 5,000 iron. This is a lot of materials for not having any machines yet and stuff. And did a little bit more decorating because I keep needing these demon fruits to make these purple fires or the torches and stuff. And over here is this new ritual, the Severa ritual. And I have all the things on here. So let's go ahead and get them set up first. So it takes this pick. So I finally smelted up some of the... what is this called? I have no idea. The Yesenium. I did a couple stacks, so we should have all that we'll ever need. Then this, and then these two. And whoops, that was the wrong one. Let's put it there. And I think I mentioned it already earlier. This just takes purple dye, which is easy, right? And there we go. And now this should turn us into, or not us, it should turn into... I like that. Sounds like a heartbeat. There we go. Deep ore miner Efreet. We'll mine random ores and deep slate ores in the mining dimension. But in order to do that, there's one more step, I believe. I've never used this. I did not try it out in single player either. We need this thing here, the dimensional mineshaft. Oh boy, I was not... what is this here? Other stone, spiritomb crystals, gold ingot, and a gin. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this done here real quick. There's a book of gin, and I should have 7 items, yes. And it's using this triggerus. And if I don't have enough, these pedestal bowls only need to be within 16 blocks of this, so I could use the neighboring ones as well. But I think that we're going to be fine. And you? Do I get purple? Yes, I do. And because I'm impatient... I love this heartbeat. That is the coolest sound. There we go. We got our dimensional mineshaft. Now, I do not know how this works, but I figured, yeah, why don't we just set it up right here? Doesn't matter. Right now, my dank null is in there because I'm filling it up with granite, because not granite, andesite and some other stuff, because I am running out of it. So now, do I just put you in here? And it is doing something. Okay. But sorry, I should have thought of this first. It still has 800 because I don't remember where, but somewhere I read that we can enchant this. And you can get unbreaking and stuff. Yeah, unbreaking 3. Wait, what am I... Oh, of course, I need lapis. Oh, man. Okay, no problem. I got my staff right there. It's just a... What's happening? There we go. Not sure what that was about. Little lag spike, maybe? Alright, 3 of them, not 4. And there we go. Eventually, I can't wait to have all this hooked up somewhere in the system so I don't need to run around and get my stuff. But unbreaking 3. So hopefully now this will last longer, right? See, what's going on? I don't know what's happening. But anyway, now let's put this in here. And why don't we give this a little speed here just so... Wow, okay, so... 798. So it lasts a while longer. Let's get all of this out. And guys, I don't need these materials. I just wanted to set this up because it might be something that we can use in the future. Look at all the different blocks. So little has stacked. Okay, so now this is normal speed. Now, what do we want to do here? I got some of these golden chests here. That should probably be good enough. Let's put that here. And this is not going to be super fast when I don't speed it up. So I think we should be fine. Yeah, okay, so let's put all this in here and let's take a look at this. What we've gotten so far, like anything that sticks out. I saw there was a cinnabar. I don't think we've gotten that anywhere yet. Where was it? Redstone? I saw ruby. There we go. Ruby, magma blocks, okay, they're not really that interesting. But might be something we need. Coal, zinc, niter is new. Sapphire. And of course we're getting the block version, so I don't know if that is something sustainable, right? I mean, it's only gotten down 15 durability for a lot of blocks, and I'm gonna just let this run here until the end of time, or until this thing runs out. Now I do want to know is a usage with this. Unbreaking, mending. Really? So that means if I'm smart enough and take this out before it gets destroyed, I could repair it again. Oh, it shows you here everything that you can get. Yeah, I'm not looking through this. But anyway, that is cool. I like this. I don't know, is it as good as the... What is it called again? I can never remember the... Let's check the... Slaughterhouse, so I know the name of the mod. Industrial foregoing. Okay. At industrial foregoing. And I am looking for the drill. The thing right here. The laser drill. Now that one, you know, eventually we can use with power, but I really wanted to wait until we have a space station. I really hope there is space stations with this Ad Astra mod, the old Galactic Craft. They used to have space stations, and I wanted to set something up in outer space. Oh, fluids. Wait, there's fluids? Okay, we could make this already. I just don't have RF. And this one... Alright, this one takes a couple machines. Wait, and this one took... An advanced machine frame. Okay, pink slime and all that gobbledygook. Okay, that's fine. I'm not ready for that yet. But yeah, you know, eventually I want to get away from sifting so I can turn everything off and never let it run again. I'm running the dust just because I keep needing a lot of redstone, and now I got 3,600. All right, good. That's all I need for now. Anyways, guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the bees yet. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want to get into bees. Because, you know, there's some that are just oddballs, like this one that we just needed for this Echo Shard, that I probably won't need maybe for one more application or something. And otherwise, making more of these is not really hard, because that boss that we needed to kill was super easy, right? And let's go ahead and give this another little boost here. And let's see if we're getting anything else. Oh, what do we have here? Other stone? Obsidian? I'm glad it doesn't give us other stuff like cobble or anything. That would be a bummer. I really don't need clay. That's a waste of durability on that thing. But anyways, guys, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Stay safe. And bye-bye.